Today on the Transplant Helper, we're going to be talking about eyeglasses, particularly how much you need an eye doctor or maybe how much you don't. Stay tuned. Hey folks, welcome to the Transplant Helper again today. My name is Jim Merle. You know, I've already had a program back in the past. I'll be sure to link it up here in the corners and in the description below concerning how you need an ophthalmologist or an eye doctor in your life post-transplant. You know, post-transplant, especially concerning some of the drugs that we're on like prednisone, Prograf, or tacrolimus, sirolimus, other of those drugs and medications can actually alter our eyesight, our ability to see very, very quickly post-transplant. And for that reason, a lot of transplant centers, and I think they're wise in doing so, will tell us not to go to the eye doctor and go out and get new glasses within the first year post-transplant because your body needs to regulate, get used to those medications, and perhaps, for in the case of prednisone, hopefully, go ahead and get off of some of those medications, have that level to come down, and your eyesight very well could correct itself. Well, with that being said, I went through the process for about the first year after transplant, exactly like they predicted and described. I had a lot of problems with my eyes, and so I waited the year out. By the end of the year, there was still a few issues, some things that were going on I wasn't exactly sure about, so I finally made the decision to go to the eye doctor. And by the way, let me say right here, I do recommend at this point, yes, you do go and have your eyes checked. As a matter of fact, some of your transplant teams may make the eye doctor as well as the dental appointments just a part of your follow-up after transplant. I'll get with them about that schedule if that's something they require. But anyway, I decided to go out to the eye doctor. Went down to the eye doctor, and even though I had perfect vision all my life, as a matter of fact, I'd been to an eye doctor before when I think I went in with my wife and got them to examine me, and they said, you don't need glasses, you got eagle eyes. And whether it was up close or far away, I could see anything. I mean, it didn't matter to me. I could see. I didn't need glasses. And as I got up in age, of course, I turned 40 back a few years ago. And then now post-transplant, that wasn't really the case. I knew that there were some things, especially out in the distance, that seemed to seem fuzzy. And I was having some problems with my eyes, feeling like they were crossing. That's for another day. But anyway, I went to the eye doctor, I got checked out, and I was shocked at that point to learn that I really didn't have a vision problem. Actually, what I had was a problem with one of my eyes kind of being kicked in, and therefore they weren't balancing nonetheless. That was causing my dizziness, lightheadedness, just headaches, different things. And so the doctor immediately told me about a kind of glasses I needed, which basically were clear lenses, but they had a prism in them. And so I got these glasses right here. You can't tell much about them. It's the one I've been wearing for quite a while. These glasses have a prism in them, especially on the one side. I think it's a 1 or something like that, whatever the number is, a 1. And they work well. They helped me out. And as time went on, I was excited because for the first time in a long time, I really felt like I could focus better. It was helping me with my reading, helping me pretty much do everything. So I got used to them, and I wore them. Now, after that, and you fast forward about a year, it was time to go back to the eye doctor and have another checkup, which I was pretty confident nothing much would change. I had really spent a lot of money. I think these glasses here, believe it or not, were probably $300 or $400. I got nice frames, nice lenses, all the coatings on there. I really got, I guess you'd say, upgraded too many times over, but I'd spent a lot of money on them. But I was confident I wouldn't need to do that again. So I go into the eye doctor, get an exam, and he decides that, hey, this prism's not quite strong enough. It's not exactly what I needed. So he goes ahead and decides to make me another prescription. Now, while I was there, and these are the glasses I got the next time, I got very similar looking glasses, much thicker. I think this is a 5 instead of a 1 for a prism. Much thicker looking glass. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here. These are Fat Daddies right here. These are good sized glasses. I got these, and at the first pair that I got, they were actually, now I needed a little bit of a reading glass, so we decided to make them a bifocal. I had a program where I mentioned bifocals before. I don't remember even what that was, but he made me a bifocal. So I get these glasses, very thick lenses on the bottom, kind of, again, prisms with a bifocal. I can't see squat, okay? They're terrible. They were awful. I couldn't get used to the bifocal, so I said, forget it. I went back to the eye doctor. I said, look, you can take these glasses here, trash them, do whatever you want to do with them. I can't wear that. Too much bifocal. Can't get used to it. Forget it. So they went back and forth with me a while. Finally, I convinced them to get rid of those glasses, to give me a new pair, which they did. They didn't charge me for it. I'd already spent, again, $300 or $400, but they didn't charge me for that. They took the bifocals out. Brand new pair. Here we go again. Same thickness on the prism, and I was wearing them. Well, after a few weeks, I started to really realize, hey, I probably did need that bifocal. I was getting to where, I couldn't read. If I held anything closer than a mile away, you can't even see the end of my arm, and I've got long arms. If I held it any closer than that, I could not focus on it. In addition to that, these prisms were too strong, and so I was really having a problem. I could wear them for a while, but when you look at something in a distance, it kind of had a curve to it. These were aggravating. So here we go. Another hundreds and hundreds of dollars shot. I can't wear them. I throw them to the side. So I'm really getting aggravated at that point at the eye doctor. So I decided, you know what? I pretty much know what my prescription is. I know what I need. So I'm going to go back to wearing my first pair of glasses. Again, these with one prism. That was perfect. And if I need it, I'll get me a pair of reading glasses. But not wanting to go back to the eye doctor. Not wanting to be overcharged and upsold again. I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do that. So I went down to Walmart. It was Walmart, I think. I bought me a pair of plain old reading glasses. So here they are. They pretty much look a lot like my others. As a matter of fact, I think these might be a little better looking for all I know. These are like $9, and I was excited about that. I've got reading glasses, so I could pick up a book or pick up my phone, and I could hold it at a normal distance from my face and read, and things were great, except if I look into the distance with these on, everything's blurry. So now my whole world, except for, that focal point right there, a foot in front of my face, is blurry. So I can't wear them in so many situations where I really need them. I'm a public speaker, so I need to be able to read and speak to an audience, and I couldn't do it. So this was a problem. What am I going to do? Well, of course, I think immediately I'm going to have to go back to the eye doctor. I'm going to have to negotiate with them. I'm going to have to get me a one prism. I'm going to have to get me some eyeglasses that fit my eyes so I can see both far away, close up. I just got to bite the bullet and do it. But I didn't want to do that. So let me tell you what I did. And this is what the program's really all about. That was a long story to tell you what I want to tell you now. I did something that was probably didn't seem very smart on the surface. Probably seemed like a bad idea. I got on Amazon.com. I'm an Amazon Prime member, so anything I purchase, free 2-day shipping. I go to shopping and I find out you can actually buy online on Amazon bifocals. Bifocals, folks. Not reading glasses, not, any other bifocals. And I decided I would do it. And so I went out, I ordered a pair of bifocals that look a lot like these and these and these, all three pair. There's probably, $800 in my hand. Ordered me a pair of bifocals. They came in this coffin of a case. I mean, you got to admit, that's a coffin, right? So if your gerbil dies or something, or your pet bird, here you go. You got a coffin. But they came in this coffin of a case. Nice hard case, by the way. I don't think you could hurt that. But they came in this coffin of a case. A very plain, nothing inside, except for a little cleaning cloth, which I'll tell you about in a moment, and a pair of bifocals. Now, they're not fancy. They don't have reflective coatings, and they don't protect from blue light and yada, yada, whatever, like some of these others. But they work. Okay? These are the best glasses I've ever bought. They're made very similar to my others as far as the frames, as far as the quality, the flexibility. All that was actually there except for their bifocals. So I can see out the top. I can see out the bottom. You can basically enter in your parameters, your prescription, and get them. And there are tons of online glasses places where you can do the same thing. But I got these from Amazon.com for about $20. Hey, beats the fire, as we say in the South, beats the fire out of going to the eye doctor in some cases. Now, do you need an eye doctor? Yes, you've got to be checked out at some point. You need to at least. But hey, if you can go into Walmart and find you a reading glass that seems to fit your needs, get online. If you need to, like I did, buy you a pair of bifocals off Amazon.com. This happens to come from a company I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but it's In Style Eyes. I'll try to hold this up. InStyleEyes.com. I'm very happy. This may not be the end all of all glasses. It may not be the last pair I ever buy, but I'm extremely happy. So let me suggest to you, maybe you don't need that eye doctor quite as much as you thought. You may have options. Go online, find a pair of glasses. It may work for you. Now, I know this has not been necessarily transplant related, other than, we transplant patients have bad eyes sometimes that caused by our medications. But I'm just telling you what my experience was like. Maybe you can have a similar one. So InStyleEyes.com. I'll link them in the description below. I get nothing out of this. I paid for my glasses, but I'm telling you, they're nice glasses, and I plan to be wearing them in the future. So watch out for them. If you see them on a program in the future, comment below. Say, I see your new glasses. I see them. Tell me what you've done to help save your eyes. Until next time, stay stronger, friends.